Whether you're new to Battlefront 2, or you're just tired of getting force pushed off of cliffs every 2 minutes, this guide's here to help you get smoother and smarter with your gameplay. No sweaty vibes, no overthinking, just some tips and some breakdowns that'll make you appreciate the game a little bit more. Let's get into it. Just diving right into it here, we're gonna start with Darth Vader. Now, Darth Vader is a very, very powerful uh, villain, but he's also pretty slow. So he has this lack of mobility as well. A lot of beginner players, when they start as Vader, they don't. They're usually shocked to see how slow he is, how slow his maneuvers are. Now, as slow as they are, they're also extremely powerful. So I like to think of Vader as extremely powerful, but extremely slow. The other thing with Vader is he has a massive health pool, right? So this means that if you can get good at the slow and sort of the long game, when it comes to dueling, Vader can definitely help you lock into that sort of that mode. So yeah, I would definitely recommend Darth Vader to new players who wanna work on the long game and who are honestly who want to play as Darth Vader, because that's when it comes down to it. That's just probably the most iconic character to play as. Moving down the list here, we've got Count Dooku next. Now, Count Dooku is, I think, regarded as the most proficient duelist. Like when it comes to one-on-one dueling, Count Dooku is hands down probably the general public's go-to pick when it comes to people that know what they're talking about. He has amazing speed and he has amazing regen. His dodges, his stamina, his self-healing. All of these aspects are prime for him. The only thing that can be said against him is all these amazing abilities that he has they only get there because of the star card. So he's very star card dependent. So you definitely have to grind out Dooku, but I would say Prime Dooku, for example, Prime Dooku is probably your best dueler. Next, we got Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, Obi-Wan Kenobi is known as the defensive master of the game. He has superior stamina, he's amazing regeneration, great block abilities, he has mind tricks. The one thing, though, is being the best defensive dueler in the game, he certainly is not the best at aggressive, quick attacks. So maybe if you're getting into this game and you want to work on sort of like another long game character, a defensive character, somebody who can really, really stick with a long-term duel, I think Obi-Wan Kenobi is a great choice. Moving along here. Now, Luke Skywalker, that I'm running Luke Skywalker 8 out of the 10 times off rip as my first, hero when it comes to duels. I love Luke Skywalker. He absolutely rips it up. I mean, I can't think of a character that I like to play as more, and that's strictly on his agile abilities here. His speed is crazy, he has crazy burst damage, and he has pretty good health regeneration. The only thing is he's pretty fragile. So he's pretty. I like to think of him as an agile glass cannon, right? So he's fast and he's quick, but he can break down quick. So if you're really quick and pretty aggressive, Luke Skywalker can definitely be a good character to grind for you. Going back to the dark side now, we've got General Grievous. Now he's kind of a weird one. Like, I don't know. I kind of think he's kind of strange in my opinion. He's got high damage. He's pretty tanky. Right? He's pressure oriented. His claw rush is really good. I mean, everyone who uses Grievous will know that claw rush is the go-to move. He has low stamina though, and his mobility is not as good as most people who duel. So honestly, for me, like, Grievous is sort of low level on my go-to picks. But if you want sort of like, I don't know, a niche, if you want to play as Grievous, you can run it up. It's not like gonna be harder. I don't think that he doesn't stand out in any category for me. I don't love his playstyle. I don't really get it personally. But the claw rush is amazing. So Anakin Skywalker. Now, Anakin Skywalker, he's pretty controversial. A lot of people hate on Anakin. A lot of people hate on Anakin. I will say that some of his abilities, his block breaker, his solid burst, all that stuff, that's pretty good. If you can get into rhythms where you can really sneak those into duels, they're really good. However, his stamina does drain fast. He's really aggressive, so that stamina will run out pretty quick. If you're really good at complementing your dueling with those star card abilities, Anakin is prime. That's what people don't understand. They hate on him a lot, but they're not using those force abilities like force pushes and stuff correctly, in my opinion. So I would say give it a shot and really try to get into flow with him because he might surprise you. All right, next up we got Kylo Ren here. Kylo Ren is a pretty balanced duelist in my opinion. He's got great mobility, he's got great block breaks, he's got pretty good crowd control, and his burst combo option is pretty great. However, he's vulnerable alone. I will say he excels more in crowds than straight one-on-ones. Maybe on cheeky 2v1s, Kylo Ren's your man. Maybe on, you gotta chase down Boba Fett or something weird where you're just getting in there quick. But Kylo Ren versus a Luke Skywalker, I'd want to be Luke Skywalker every single time. Darth Maul. Okay, Darth Maul, I'm just going to say, is my favorite to play as. I can't think of a more fun character to play as. His combos are ridiculous. His spin attack is amazing. I mean, his push is, I think, the most powerful push in the game. Like, I absolutely love Darth Maul. I can't think about a lot to say against him. I would use Darth Maul every single time if I could. Now that's just my bias. The one bad thing I can say is he does have lower health than like say Vader, but that's because he's just a beast. He's just a soldier like that. Moving on, we got Yoda next. Sort of like Anakin Skywalker here. Yoda is also that sort of controversial character where a lot of people hate on him for one-on-ones. They say he's underperforming on 1v1s. That's what literal reports are on his character, and that's okay, right? I agree, but I just gotta say, if you use his dash jump mobilities right, he almost mimics Luke Skywalker, and I don't know if I'm playing him wrong, but I've really gotten into some good fights where I'm just going back and forth with the dash attack, and then I'm able to back up and regen, and it works really well. So I would say, just like sort of Anakin, give it some time and try to learn sort of the flow of Yoda. He's controversial like Anakin, but if you use him like a Luke Skywalker, you once again, you might be surprised. Moving on to Rey. So I personally love Rey. I think her stamina regens and her rush combos are really great. Her mind tricks are pretty good. The only thing with her is she's pretty predictable, and her saber skills are weaker. Like in a 1v1 scenario, Rey versus Count Dooku, like, kind of shit and bricks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'd rather play as, honestly, Yoda. And now here's a controversial take. Here's your controversial take for the day. I would 100% rather play as Yoda than Rey on a 1v1 against any villain duel. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there's the first video ever, so if you would, so please subscribe. We can start growing this channel. Let me know what you want to do. Let me know your gamer tags. We can run it up together. Let's build a little community off of what you guys want to see. Be one of my first subscribers ever, and let me know what you want to see next, and I'll get it out for you.